What's up, everybody? It's Babydoll. So I'm gonna just get right into it, y'all. Um, I had a conversation with one of my homies today, and we were just like conversing about different topics. And when we converse, man, we be going in like as if we already being recorded. But the question of it all was like what we conjured up was why females don't listen, why bitches don't listen. Excuse my language for the ones that feel like that's unprofessional. Um, And I was thinking like I used to be one of them chicks that didn't listen. I felt like because I took care of myself, I was doing my own thing. I ain't have to listen to no man. He ain't doing nothing for me, right? But anywho, a lot of reason why females don't listen to men is boys, niggas, is because one, are you worthy of that? Sometimes you get in relationships where you see women date these guys and they be such the best. They be wifey material to some of these slime ball dudes, right? And they get stepped on. So it's like after a female go through that so many times, it's like now they got their guards up. They got to be particular on what they pick and who they pick and how they move. With a man, it's like, why should I listen to this last thing I listened to was going inside my head? Last thing I was messing with was cheating on me. So it's like, nah, when you finally do get to your good one, it's like, why should I listen? When really we should have had the attitude back when these trash ass niggas. And we mess around, it just don't go like that. It just really don't go like that. And I just came out the gate talking. But it was just that's been on my mind. I've been fiending for this to come on for us to do a show today. Um, Hold on one second. Gotta make sure my comments popping up. But yeah, like I tell people, I ain't trying to boast or nothing. I used to be one of them bros that I wasn't no reckless female. I never been no ghetto fire female. I was raised by an old school lady. My mama always taught us how to be a lady, a strong black one. I'm gonna say she ain't teach me how to be no lady. I ain't gonna lie on my mama, cause my mama was nothing about my mama dainty. My mama was a short lady. Okay, I was raised by a short woman, and she was one of the strongest women I ever met in my life. When I say it was nothing that we went through to life, my mama, it never made my mama fold. She never folded as a woman. Hey, Stephanie. I'm gonna send you the link to Steph so we can get your input on this. But yeah, my mama raised us to be strong black women, and I'm not trying to put a color with it, but she raised us to be strong women. Okay, very strong women. She never raised us to think we had to have a rich man. My mama always taught us living in a house with my mother and my father. I seen how to see a couple work together to make things happen. I also seen where one of the partners fell short in something and it kind of threw off my mama or it threw off my daddy. I lived in reality of a relationship. So that's why it's easy for me to be thinking down in reality and living in reality. And it always works for anybody who really stay in reality. But I can understand, like I say, why a woman don't listen to certain kind of men. I feel like if a man can't lead you, you shouldn't be with him. There's no point of staying in a relationship to stir up chaos and let it go crazy like that. If you feel like a man can't lead you, I'm just one of them type of females. If I feel like I can't learn nothing off a dude and they can't lead me, I'm not messing with you. I'm not gonna waste my time because I know I'm in a relationship for marriage at all times. I'm not meant to be a baby mama. I'm not meant to be nothing less than a wife, a leader, a helpmate. Because in the Bible, a wife is a helpmate. Okay, um, I had to learn because I was one of them bros that didn't listen for a long time, and I really had to learn like how to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? It was I couldn't go and I got tired. I understand back old school love. Oh, that old school love wasn't everything. You had to be strong to be in some old school love because 10 times out of 10, the breadwinner was the man and he was cheating. You feel me? And if he can afford to cheat, he was going to cheat, okay? Some of them, now these days, niggas can't even afford to cheat and still cheat. So just say some men just going to cheat. But anyway, I had to go to the Bible this time to learn how to be a wife. And I learned, man, what I was reading in the Bible was like so crazy to me. A lot of people that heard me speak on this when they say a woman is not to raise her voice at a man. And I so hardly believe in that. One kind word I learned, one kind word with Easy Storm, I learned that was true. It was a time where me and my husband was arguing and we was going, y'all, we was going bananas. He was frustrated, I was frustrated. We was at a time in our life that we just knew it was just time to put God there. But anyways, we going back and forth, we arguing, we saying this, we saying that. And in my heart, I was like, I don't want to say nothing I don't mean. So therefore, I'm not about to keep saying stuff I don't mean. But how can I flip like that in the midst of an argument after I didn't really got it heated? You know what I'm saying? So I had to think about that saying that one kind word with Easy Storm. So when as he yelling in mid argument, I said to my husband, "You are awesome. You are so fucking powerful. You are so amazing. You're so fine." And it threw him off. Like, wait, hold on, pause. Like, what? What? Like, for real? Like, this what you say in the midst of an argument? And I just wanted to see that it working, baby. It works. He had a pause and he stopped and he thought about it and he came back at me and said, "Baby, I don't want to argue no more." So, um, it's a big power in listening. Okay, as a female, as a woman, just listening to what the Bible taught me helped me conquer a situation in my husband with me and my husband, and then bring us closer. We don't even argue no more. Having knowledge that when you argue with somebody, and we know it's just an argument, I learned to never to say things that I don't mean, and never to and watch what I say, because if I'm continuing to deal with a person, that just go for any relationship, sistership, any relationship. You have to watch what you say, no matter if you mad or not, because if you want to still deal with a person, you don't want them dealing with you with malice in their heart for you, because they say people say what they mean, and that's not true. Sometimes you can just say stuff because I really want to knock this mother effer out, so I just knock them out with my words real quick. So I'm one of them type people. I used to be, I'm gonna say. But anyway, back to why females don't listen. Before, because I feel like females don't listen because they just, words can build or tear a foundation down. You right, Stephanie. It definitely can. You ain't lying. And I'm telling you, it's all about which way you want to go with it. So me, I'm living for all positive. I try my best. I ain't perfect, and I'm not gonna act like I'm holier than thou, but just know I rock with God more than anything. Okay, so but yeah, doing that, when you arguing with your mate and you tearing each other down, it make you be like, I don't even want to lay next to this person. If you know you can't live without a person, you don't want to be without a person, why say things you don't mean? Like, it's okay. People always be having this ego, especially women. Women need to let the ego part go. We are meant to be soft. We are meant to be lovey. We are supposed to really be his beauty to his beast. And that's why a lot of relationships don't work. And ladies, I'm not just trying to help. I'm not helping the men out, but I'm just speaking reality and I'm speaking facts. A lot of relationships is not working because the women don't know their place. True or not. A man, don't get me wrong, men are built up aggressive. Men have testosterone. A woman should not have none of that. So it's like when people like say to a man, I have seen videos where women hit men and do all this reckless shit knowing you can't beat them. And when he finally snapped back on you, you want to say, I'm a woman. You wasn't just a woman about 5 minutes ago. You thought you was equal to him and you thought you could stand up to him like he was, like you was a man. So in a man's brain, he's automatically gonna, when a woman comes at him as a man, his brain is to react as a man coming at him as a man. You feel me? So you want, it's like women, and I'm, don't get me wrong, I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what I see. A lot of women expect for a man to treat them like a princess and treat them like gold as they treat them like peasants. talk to them like he's a bitch. And he's providing for you and breadwinning. A man has a heart too, and I had to learn that too. And that's why I tell people I'm not ashamed to be submissive to my man. I actually fiend to be submissive to my man. Because I actually listened to the Bible, and once I listened to the Bible and did the things that the Bible said for me to do to become a good wife, it actually started to feel good. It became a part of me. It's just so natural with me. Like complimenting my man and keeping him alive, not only because of the things he does, it's his gestures too for me. It's the gestures for me. Um, I just like, how can I say this, y'all? It's like I'm trying to say it because I don't want people to think I'm boasting, but I'm kind of is boasting. Because when I say being submissive, I got me the best and the happiest life I ever had in my life. Like mom, and then one thing about another thing that is just so dope is putting God first. Me and my husband put God first in our relationship, in our marriage, and everything right now that everything else just falls in place. Everything falls in place. If you with somebody that you don't fiend to want to submit to, that ain't your person. And ain't nobody say you're gonna get with somebody and they be your person. Your person is somebody that can just entwine with what you're doing and mix y'all stuff together without you have to school or teach them. Don't get me wrong, we're not perfect. We can teach each other and learn something, but when it's just it just it just flows. His flaws that would be to somebody else would be flaws, would be just so turn on ish to me. So you got to find your person. And that's why when you out in this world, you're dating and you kicking it with people, you really need to get inside their mind and you need to talk to their mind and try to see if y'all can, his likes, your dislikes, his dislikes, to see if would that entwine with each other. A lot of people be trying to put a triangle in a rectangle. It ain't gonna go that way. So a lot of females that don't listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, sister, I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all missing out, bro. You really messing up. And a lot of men, it's a lot of boys out here that's grown up. They got grown men ages, but they don't even know how to treat a woman if they got a real woman. So it's just a lot of learning and schooling yourself. When you be a good person, good things come to you. So at the end of the day, when you have good intentions, good things happen for you. And one thing everybody and their mama know, if you talk to me, my number one saying is, if you give life the full effect of you, then life can give you the full effect of it. That means be real at all times, be you. Because if you can live life only halfway, you're only gonna get halfway results. I want the full effect of stuff. So I'm giving life the full effect of me so I can know. It helps me learn what I need to change or what I need to tweak about me when I give life the full effect of me. How will life respond to me if I be myself? So if you don't like who you are, it ain't shit to it but to change it. There ain't nothing to dwell on, nothing to judge nobody on. It's everybody has something in them. It's not one person in this world that they have something they need to change about themselves after they done changed 5 things before. It goes on. There's always room for progress, trust me. But anyway, let go to what's not for us, and we will find our person. I feel blessed for my man. For real. Cause sometimes we hold on, Stephanie. I'm gonna send you the link. But sometimes we hold on, Stephanie, to things, and that's keeping us from what God has for us. It's keeping us from our happiness. That's the longer we prolong our happiness. I ain't gonna lie, it's some women I be like, dog, that lady keeping it pushing. Hey, look, I don't even blame her. I don't even blame her at all. But it's all like my mother said, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Hmm. But yeah, but then you get men that back to conversation, back to topic. You get a lot of men that be like, yeah, you want a woman to listen, but you can't even you ain't what are you doing to make me want to listen to you? A lot of men want something for nothing. Don't want to give a woman nothing but want you to be everything to him. No, it has to be. That's where 50-50 come in at. But me and my husband don't believe in 50-50. We do 100-100 because that's still giving you room to slack. Ain't no slacking over here. Hold on, Stephanie. I'm cutting the ball. But yeah, to hear bitches don't listen because they think they know it all. That's what they say. That's the word on the street. Because women knows it all. We do. We know exactly what we want for ourselves. So at the end of the day, we when people say women think they know it all, then we know it all for ourselves. Is what we mean. We know what we need for ourselves. Okay, y'all, 1 second. I'm just trying to send this link to Stephanie. I'm getting it. Coming down with a code. Hold on, Stephanie. I'm about to send this code to you. A man knows how to leave for a woman to submit. Oh, baby. And that's the thing about it. The way I submit to my husband, oh, baby. I don't care how what nobody got to say about my man. Can't nobody say nothing about him, but I really don't care. But anyway, baby, that's what made me love him, the way he leads. And I have to put so I have put a lot of things to the side, swallow my pride, put my selfishness to the side to make sure my man was okay. Because in the Bible, he's the head and not the tail. He's the head and not the tail. So that means that you have to automatically make sure you treat him because a woman is not the only person that can be treated gentle. I treat my husband very gentle. So don't get me wrong, because he is a man. Sometimes I gotta beef up at him, but it's respectfully. Um, I'm just obsessed with submitting to my man, y'all. For those who know that especially when they deserve it. Um, like I say, I didn't listen. I got so many stories on being rebellion in a relationship and it not lasting and never knowing how it affects somebody else. It's crazy. I done had my exes come back to me and tell me. I had one of my exes say I was a terrorist. A terrorist? Come on now. Hold on, Steph. Here I come, baby. Oh yeah, Stephanie. But yeah, I had one of my exes tell me I was a terrorist, y'all. But I wasn't. But one thing I can say, my marriage now, I know this is my person because I did everything opposite of what I done in a lot of my relationships. I had the same repeated type of relationships because I kept doing the same repeated shit. You feel me? And one thing my mother did teach me was don't put your all into a relationship. Meaning you can't give a relationship a wife treatment because in his head he ain't got to marry you because I'm getting what I'm going to marry her for anyway. A lot of us just give too much too fast. So I was one of those. So I ain't ashamed. I was definitely one of those. I had to switch it up though. When I switched it up, that shit it was like it was a different result. It was a better result. Like for example, in my old relationships, I go into a relationship and I'm just my love language is giving gifts. My family, my friends, everybody tell you is giving gifts. If I love, that's how much you know I love you. When I adore people, I was a gift buyer. People would say build a nigga. A lot of people say I ain't got to. I don't have to buy a man though, but that was just my gift giving. Was my love language. Anywho, when I got with my husband, when I got with my husband, I didn't do that. So
Hey,
I'm happy you go off. You enjoying this snow day?
man. Yes, I had to get out a little bit earlier because I didn't pull in my cart in the little den area where I didn't get no snow on it.
Okay. In case y'all don't know, this is my baby. This is Miss Diamond. This is my boo. You're gonna hear me call my baby by her name, but I hope you don't care, boo.
I was trying to talk on this subject the other day, and I was like, I text you. I was like, oh, she busy, but
Stephanie,
gotta
I'll be
be on my heart
working.
to talk about it. Like,
What's the subject?
it's us women need to be mindful. We need to use our eyes and our ears to know if a man is for us, and if he's not for us, we don't need to like force it.
You know what's crazy is not even that. I mean, just me speaking. It's not that women need to use their mind and their ears. That come to us just automatically.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
want
all
to be
about
a way too
a
open.
lot of women need to learn how to accept because we are women and we're more emotional than any human race. Okay.
I don't
Women,
think that we know how to be emotionally mature
that part.
emotions.
Because women, as women, we want what we want. Like daddy's little girl, you feel me? And it's like men come into a relationship as a representation. They come with this fake action that win you over. And that's where the woman stays stuck at. You get what I'm saying? And depending on how good the man did it, for as love bombing you, sucker stroking you, making you think, just gigging you up. And when he hurt you, it's like, let's get back to there. I got hope in you that we can get back to there. Like you was that before. I
Yes.
know you can still be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of us, I've been touching on this subject, little like increments of the subject. And I think a lot of women never had that true father figure to show them how to love a man and how a man is supposed to love you.
I mean, yeah, I can say that does go that way because people don't know, that's another story for another day. I was given away to this family and at 2 weeks old. And the husband, my father, he did teach me how I wanted to be treated.
Hmm.
Like it was I loved him. That man, I was riding. I was riding. But it's like that was like a curse and a sin. You feel me? Because I was riding and I was giving niggas hard times. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When you spoiled by your daddy, and it gives you sometimes we turn out to frown down on certain men if you can't give us something.
Yeah, right. And that's where a lot of us are lost because physically we should not accept just for anything. We should be looking for something that feeds our souls.
And we should. But I mean, you gotta. It's a lot that factors into that. It's like, nigga, don't let his stroke game be sick.
Yeah,
You know
see,
what I'm
that's
saying? It's like,
physical. You see
oh,
what I'm saying?
this
Like
is like your
the stroke
chemistry.
mesmerizing to a woman
Yes. So
where
it's
she
like,
lose her value of who she is because she's like, oh, I've never had this before. But what about respect? What about physically, like respecting your body, mentally respecting your mental, you know, like spiritually respecting your emotions and protecting those. I think us women will settle for less and allow our emotions to be disregarded. We'll allow our physical body to be put in jeopardy and our mentals to become
well, listen,
chaos.
listen, Stephanie. I'm not trying to cut you. I see where you're coming from with this, right? But
Hmm.
let me tell you what's so crazy. I feel like at a certain age, it should be a pass. You know what I'm saying? You young, you getting into the dating game, it happens. You feel me?
Right.
But it's these women that's at this age that I feel like
I
you
would say
you don't know,
25
then
and
you would
up.
never know. You know, you if you don't know, you would never know. Not
Hmm.
at this point. You get what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
I feel like the thing because what you're speaking from right now, you being is you. This is a mature mind that you're speaking to. A lot of women don't have a mature mind, and
No.
they be at a mature age. You know what I'm saying? That's where we getting at where why don't bitches listen? Because I feel like bitches don't listen is because they can't comprehend from a mature mind.
You're
So
right.
how the question is now is how do we get immature minded woman to comprehend from a mature mind? Then a lot of them was said is a lot of older women that
Hmm.
is reckless and more terrible than the younger generation.
Yeah.
So I think if they don't listen because they can't comprehend. That's what I
I
came up.
think that like a homegirl just said this to me. She said a person's gotta want to.
Yeah.
They gotta want to. A lot of people complain about a lot of things in their lives, but they don't want to have that change because they're so used to the toxicity giving them attention, and they'll settle for any type of attention, and they're afraid to be on that other side of the door to heal themselves, to mature, and to go after what they deserve. And that's really, I see men and women like this. They're so, they're brought up in a household or a family that is toxic. They don't know how to not be toxic and be healthy mentally. So we have all these grown women who become toxic, and they keep toxic men because you can't have healed men or healthy men with a toxic mental, you know? And so when you get down to that part of everything, we look at society and we like, okay, it's a discrimination on the real women who are out here because we're sitting there and we're like, okay, this is why men don't take us serious. This is why men disrespect us constantly, you know, because you see the women who are literally, I just seen on Facebook, Blueface's mama twerking.
Mm.
Woman, you a grandma. Why are you twerking? Why do you feel like you gotta use your body to get like attention? Why can't you use your mental? But
Because
that's explaining. And then look how Blueface treats his women. You know, it's a generational curse, and this is
mhm,
what God is speaking about in the Bible. Your family will be cast with a generational curse because if you can't show them how to break the curse, it continues and it continues and it continues.
yes, 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 yes. I just really feel, Stephanie, like it's a lot of childhood traumas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's like what we as a human being, we all know we have childhood traumas, and the question is, what are we gonna do about them? Are we
That
gonna let them leak out on other people, or are we gonna try to get them patched up? A lot of us be like, we don't need to talk to nobody. We don't
but
need nobody.
talk about something and heal from it. We don't have the tools to heal from it because we've never learned how to heal from it.
That
So, just like if we need a degree, how can we get that degree? We got to go to school and we got to get
right.
a degree. So, sometimes seeing a therapist is not a bad thing. It's all about using the tools that you get from therapy to heal, to go to a better
But
step in your
but
life.
you know what's crazy? A lot of people speak about therapy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as if it's just so easy to get to that person that you can talk to. Okay, when you go through therapy, and it's just like every therapist ain't gonna it's not gonna get you there to where
Yep.
you need to heal. You can't just go and say I need therapy, and your first therapist, you're gonna say, oh yeah, she's healing me, helping me heal.
Yep.
No, you have to hop from spirits to spirits in this therapy, one therapist to another, because a lot of them don't know how to grab that person and
Yep.
get connected with that person. I remember I called myself trying to go to a therapist, and when I say she couldn't feel me. She couldn't feed me. She was younger than me. She didn't understand. She wouldn't know my struggles. I just feel like she couldn't do anything for me. I just know a lot of people. How can I say this? Because I'm trying to stay on subject and not get off and not get on to off topic, but it's hard to when you got it's so much to talk
Yeah.
about. But this still plays into females not listening. You know what I'm saying? Um, all I know when I got older, me not listening, and it's not even just to a man, just to nobody, was when I was a child, the verbal abuse I received, and it was like, and I knew I was a child and I knew I couldn't lash out, but I wish I could because no one here to defend me but my daddy. If I had my daddy, I wouldn't know who I would have had, bro. But to do it on when he finally did pass and to have to do it on my own and couldn't say certain things because I was a child. Now when I'm older, it's like I don't give a fuck who it is. This is how I used to think. I don't care who it is. If someone make me feel like that I was feeling when I was a child, now that I'm grown, talking to me crazy, I finally get the chance to. You know how they be like, when I was younger, I was a nut. Yeah, because you was freshly out of the gate, but never to take up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is a lot. It's a lot. Everything that has to do with childhood traumas for sure. Women don't listen because, and it's not just women because why men don't listen to make a woman don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a relationship where I say, I'm listening to my man. I'm coming in. I'm being a good woman to him. But when I get one whiff of this man not reciprocating, it bets off. I'm not listening to you,
Right.
nigga.
Yeah,
Fuck
but we
you.
don't listen to ourselves.
Yeah,
We'll
that
see
too.
7 different flags that we are not okay with, but we'll continue and continue because we're
I
so
already told you
stuck.
what it was, Steph.
Hmm?
I already told you what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're so in love with the representation that he brought in the beginning. It's
It's
not that we
love
ain't trying to
bombing.
hear ourselves. It's not like we're not trying to hear ourselves. We hear ourselves, but we know what this was. You get what I'm saying?
So we need to understand that the potential of what our idea of this person can be doesn't have to hold you and settle for work, unlike less. Like my grandfather used to always say, "You a diamond." That's why my nickname is like Diamond, you know? And
Uh-huh.
he used to always preach into me that never let nobody sit there and rub you where you become dull, you
That
know?
part.
And so he was like, Aaron, you're going to go through things in life and it's going to shape you into a beautiful diamond of your own. And you're going to shine in your own way. But never let yourself be where you become dull and put away. And that spoke to me on so many ways because I see a lot of folks doing that like with themselves. Like they'll put themselves away and confirm to the person that they're with or to other people because they don't want to be in the spotlight, but they supposed to be in the spotlight. They supposed to
Mhm.
shine, you know? And we're not literally listening to God where He's leading us to go. And it's like it's sad to say that this happens, but us women from back in the day to now, we're losing who we are because we want to just submit and be called that ride or die or that wifey. If you got
And
that
because
title,
this is really because of the type of love they're looking for. Like you say, a lot of women ain't got that father figure. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
There are a lot of women searching for someone they can latch on in that way. You feel me? Um, One thing I don't do is blame nobody for whatever decision they go for, Steph. You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah,
Because you never know how that fulfills them.
right,
I pray for betterness for them, but I be cool. I'm cool. Long as don't bring it over here. You feel what I'm saying? And if you do bring it over here, and I'm trying to empower you and speak love and give you resources and help you, and you still want to be on the bullshit, then that's when all bets is off. You hear what
right.
I'm telling you?
And because it goes into like the company you keep, you become, you
I
know.
just don't understand why do women be with men that they feel like they can't lead them? and still be with them. And then they have an excuse to say why they not listening to this. This nigga can't leave me. What the fuck? But then you been with this nigga for 15 years.
Mhm.
Who looks stupid? You or him?
Right.
So my thing is, it's different thoughts. Is women think differently and still put them together. They still don't fucking listen. You know what
No.
I'm saying? Some people don't listen to themselves or the signs. A lot of women, I mean, women are just so they just emotional. So we way more attached. We get attached fast. Women are so attached.
We tend to love the idea faster. We're quick. That's what we're supposed to be like. But we're also supposed to pay attention to signs and stuff to know what we're putting our attention into, our time worth, our abilities and stuff like that. Like me and my man, it he wasn't able to lead me in 2020. You know,
Hmm.
he chose to be a real man, to be like, okay, this is not for me. Let me step away from you, you know, because I can't be the man you deserve. So I had to appreciate him doing that and becoming who he needed to be, to step back in my life and say, this is what you deserve. This is what I can do for you. And let's meet in the middle, you know? And it was one time I remember we got in a heated discussion to the point that I started yelling at him. And okay, well then find something else, okay? Like we got in a heated discussion where we're screaming at each other, and he was like, wait a minute, stop. He was like, this is not us. He was like, I love you. You love me. He was like, why can't we talk about it? Why we gotta use our anger? And that literally slowed me down to understand that right there I was allowing, we tend to fall into things of earthly nature, and pride and ego is one of them, and
Oh
that's what
yeah.
me and him was coming from. Yeah.
I had to teach myself that in order to have something you never had, you have to do something you never done. And I sat there and said, what haven't I done? You know, and mine was submit to my man. I ain't never submit to no man completely. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Man.
I've been a real bad girl, my nigga. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in my place as a woman this time. But
Yeah, I was
only God can help
told in
me,
the
right?
past, I'm like, I've been told that I was a dominant female and I could never been led
Oh,
I was a dominant
baby.
female. But my husband is the only man I've ever submitted to, because he gave me something that other people didn't. You know, he gave me
Mhm.
security in my feelings, in my love, in my body. Like I don't have to worry about stuff. You know, I see a lot of grown women talking about how they go through their man's phone. Not me. I don't have to worry.
Listen, I ain't about to lie to you. Bitch, I be all I was just in my husband's shit last night. You hear me, Stephanie? Okay. I don't give a fuck. Do I feel like he should know? But we just gonna make sure. Okay. I'm just wanna like I wanna know my man inside and out. I'm know everything about you down to your phone inside and out. Okay. At the end of the day, I had to get my updates. Everything where the fuck I left it in his phone. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah. Okay, cool. No,
but
me and my
no.
man, we just don't do that because it's like I trust him, he trusts me. You
No, let me cut the bullshit. Stop saying this is not a trust thing. I feel like this. It's a phone. Sometimes I just pick it up and just go through it. You know, not even intend on looking for nothing. Just I don't know. I just got my man phone. You know, like let's not. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me going through my man, my husband phone. If you can, what I hate the most, what I hate from women is when they say a bitch make a move on your man, okay? And then you check a bitch about making a move on your man and she say you insecure.
no,
Ins-
that's my man. That's
which
my
no, I'm gonna have to tell her, bro, me insecure never, okay? Okay.
right.
Two, I just have to let you know what happens when you come across this gay bitch. The
That part,
dogs will bite
you
you,
stepping
okay?
on what's mine.
I'm not low self-esteem. I'm territorial. That's it.
A
All the
lot of women don't get that. Like, okay, like I literally, I was on the phone with my man 2 months ago, right? He
mhm.
literally on his little Bluetooth thing. We talking, and he's at a liquor store, and this old lady was trying to hit on him, and he was like, "I'm sorry, please don't touch me." And I told him, I was like, "You better not apologize. You should just tell her, don't fucking touch you."
You better tell her, boo. You better tell her,
And he's
bitch.
like, "Look, I got a woman, and she crazier than me, so I just don't want to see you die."
No, I don't want to have to hurt you because you ain't gonna mess up nothing with me and my bitch, is what he should have said. Just listen, let me tell my husband, I understand how you make that up. Wording is everything to me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? And I'm a analyzer, I'm a Virgo, so you know how I am. I don't you have to say all the right things to not make my crazy come up. Okay? So one thing
My
about my
daughter was the
husband,
same way. She'd be like,
listen, I'm not worried about my husband cheating or my husband stepping out on me. One.
"What do you think they was? They out of the freezer. Of course they're gonna be frozen."
Black mom 101, okay? So,
Okay, well you better let those defrost. Oh,
so,
man.
so, yeah, I don't even know what I was saying.
No, like you was touching on the factor of like, man, wording is everything. The Virgos, yeah, y'all
Yeah,
stand words.
you have to. I'm not insecure on my man at all. Cause one thing about me, I'm gonna be everything. I'm his homie. I'm his auntie. I'm his friend. I'm the whole damn. I'm I got I'm his everything. Just know that,
I just
okay?
was explaining that to my homegirl because she was like, "You so up underneath your man." I said, "No, I'm actually not. Like me and my man
She
work
wait,
out."
pause. Your homegirl ain't got no man.
Yeah, ain't got no man.
Okay, we don't even want to hear the story. That's what they do. That's what they do, Stephanie. That's what they
Like
do.
they don't be
They
understanding it. They don't be understanding it, you know.
I
But
tell a bro like this: if I'm not busy, my husband works from the morning time to this time. If we can't hang between them times of him being at work and not and about to get off, my day is over. I can't do nothing because I don't want to. Okay.
mhm,
My one thing I can't allow is people cutting into my time with my husband.
right. That's supposed
Nobody
to be your
come.
best friend. That's supposed to be the secure blanket that you can go to and you can sit there and rest your mind with and give you advice on things. That's supposed to be your therapist. Your man's supposed to be your therapist, as
Listen,
you supposed to be his blanket to take all that weight from the outside of the house and just be like, "I'm here. It's okay. You safe."
if you cannot put your man first, you don't need no man.
That part.
If your man don't make you feel like you want to put him first, then you don't need that man. If your man don't make you feel any type of tingling for just thinking about him,
I
bro, that ain't
Women
your
don't
man. And
know.
I'm not trying to say every day, all day, because the niggas don't
No,
get me
not every
wrong.
day. I seen
They
something
get
online
my
that said that you
husband.
supposed to make your man nut 21 days out the month. And a lot of bitches will sit there and say, "Oh, that's too much." What you mean?
Girl, I'm trying to do that in one day.
Like, what do you mean? Cause I promise you, my man, we 3, 4 times.
My
Like,
thing
you
is,
got a healthy sex drive, then your man ain't gonna be pleased with you, and then you gonna be all bowed up and stuff like that. We need that dopamine. We need to
but no,
feel.
listen, Zephyr, you should be able to make love to your husband, even not even just in every other way. It should be other ways that you can make love to your husband.
Yeah, cooking
Um,
is one.
yeah, that part for sure. My husband a fat boy now, baby.
I don't think people know healthy 5 love languages to sit there and give their spouse.
I just feel like a lot of women don't submit to men too because men leave women in position that have to be masculine. Women, a lot of men will get with these women and can't provide what they're supposed to provide, and now the woman has to pick up his slack and hers. So he make a lot of men make women have made a lot of women masculine. Don't
Yes.
look for a submissive woman. I'm just gonna have to put this out there on the radar to the men. Don't look for a submissive woman if you cannot be a providing man. That's just what it is. And providing do not always mean money wise. If you cannot provide a house of area
Peace.
of peace, you're not providing. If you're not providing her by building her with confidence, you're not providing. Um, it's a lot of different ways besides money with providing, and that's what men got to understand too. You, if a man is the man sets the tone for the relationship. So if you
Hmm.
off the chain when you come through the door, that means your household is going to always be in chaos. Two, at the end of the day, mm, mm, dang, Stephanie, I just went was taken away and
But you was hitting on topics that we
it
need to
just
understand
it's
because
just
we
taking it
need
away.
to sit
I'm just
there and understand that there's different ways to listen. We can listen through our eyes, our ears, and our brain.
yeah, but a
We're
man got
not
to know.
listening to those signs.
Like I said, a lot the man sets the tone, and that's why a lot of people blame the man for everything. Because the man is the one who sets the tone. He has to for himself, but it's not his fault. A man has to understand that if you are looking for a certain type of home, a certain type of foundation that you're building within a family, you have to set the tone for that. If you say I want a structured home, you have to set the tone for that. You have to set
Hmm.
that tone and say, "This is what I mean." Then a man like, "Why? What you mean? Why I always get to set the tone?" No, you have to set the tone to come out stern and come out who you are to know if you're going to get the right wife to accept what you're doing. Don't not come out being a man that is not who you want to be. That's not setting the tone. You setting a fake tone, and now when the woman get adapted to this tone, you mad because she ain't adapted to your real tone. You get what I mean?
That part.
So it's like the man is the head and not the tail. That's why everybody blame the man. But now that the world, the man is, what about the man that's not being fathers to their daughters to set the tone? That's why the man got to set the tone in his daughter. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, because when you don't, you raise a bitter daughter
Yeah.
who raise another bitter daughter. Okay. So now they looking like, okay, say for instance, I didn't have a father and I had a daughter. And my father did me dirty. So I got this bitterness in me. So now I gotta raise my daughter, fuck him nigga.
Right.
Okay. Now because my daddy wasn't nothing, I got a
Who
man.
who
And
came out with that song?
it's
Sexy
like
Red.
who
Sexy Red.
fuck her too.
You see how? No, that's just a prime
Yeah,
example.
but fuck my baby daddy. Like you said, it is a
Yeah.
prime example.
So it's like it's prime example that it's generational curses because
Hmm.
a man can break a foundation, but a woman not knowing the foundation that she wants to upbuild,
Exactly.
she'll walk into something and it's a messed up
Cause
foundation that
listen,
continue with
it's like this.
person.
If a little girl has her father, right? And her father set this foundation and set the tone in her life on how a man is supposed to be. Okay.
Hmm.
So when she finally meet that man of successful man and a good man, she will recognize a good man because this is her father, and she's going to automatically submit to that man. But when you don't have a good father there and he's a bum ass nigga and he this and he that, and you fiend for that as a child, you're gonna fiend for his love, right?
Yeah.
So all you know your father to be is this bum ass hoe ass nigga, because one, that's what your mother instilled in you, okay?
Hmm.
Because your mother had a hoe ass bum ass father too. Okay, so now she didn't instill that in her daughter. Now she didn't attracted the nigga that she, because that's who her father
Yeah,
showed
and I
you.
think that's why I got like a big outlook differently on things because at a young age I was in foster care. In my first foster home, there wasn't no man up in the house. The woman was doing it all by herself, you know. But the second foster home that I got into, I promise you, that man Man, my foster mama, my foster daddy. One thing my foster mama taught me is just how to take care of a man, how to
Wait,
love.
was your foster mother? No offense, Stephanie. Was she black?
Yeah, she was black. Yeah,
Girl, look
she
at
was
you.
black. And but even with him, like he sat there and he knew that was his queen. You know, he treated her as such. They were so kind with one another. It was outrageous. Like it was a love that I was like, okay, when I go out and I find love, I want love like this. And if I couldn't get it like that, I wasn't willing to settle. You know, my mama always, my biological mother, she always would tell folks like, "Oh, she quick to cut off," but she was painting her picture because she didn't have a good dad. So
Well,
she was trying to sit there and make it seem to other people that I was quick to cut off because I was too afraid to submit. No, I just never settled for bullshit. If you was trying to hand me bullshit, please exit my door as fast as you came in my door, you know?
mm-hmm. See me. I ain't gonna lie. The dudes I didn't deal with, spoilers. I don't know, Stephanie. I was ruined. My father spoiled me. My nigga spoiled me. And when I got to my husband, he was like, "Bitch,
But
bye."
I've seen you. You spoil your husband though too. You love on your husband though too. And see, a lot of females will sit there and be like, "How can I get that?" You can't. You
But
really
Stephanie, pause. Let's make sure they know from the beginning. I did not like my husband. I did not. They gotta understand. Me and my husband did not fall in love. We grew in love. Okay. It when we didn't come out the gate. My relationship with my husband didn't come out the gate as one normal, like typical ass relationship. It almost did. I mean, again, he was cool. I was liking him. I was liking him. But the real him came out fast.
mm-hmm.
You real what I'm saying? Before I even had to be with him, so it was my choice. Is this who you want to deal with? I'm so like, this is not my type of nigga. Like, my nigga don't drink. I don't like niggas that drink. I don't like niggas that always smoke. You know,
Right,
shit. My husband was a street nigga. You know, I didn't. I wasn't like that. You know,
right,
but I didn't like him, and it was just like if I wasn't listening to the spirit, my spirit, and the word of God through this. When I say it was nothing but God all over me and my husband. I would if I wouldn't have listened and did things the way I was supposed to do things, I wouldn't have what I have right now. I love my husband to death. You know what I'm saying? To death, death. And he is like I'm a firm believer that people can change. People change. I truly do. I feel like don't get me wrong, I get caught it sometimes. Like maybe that ain't guy is always, you know. You so fine. So just you sneak up on me. You so fine. Mm, girl.
but yeah, no,
My
that's how it's
mm,
supposed to be. You know, I think people who fall in love at the gate, that's supposed to be for some folks, but some folks like me and my man, I met him in ninth grade. You know, we were
mm.
very sure. We had a discussion. He had females flocking on him. I looked at him. I said, I guess you can't have female friends because you got exes that are creeping. And I will never fight over no man. You know, ninth
Oh,
grade.
baby, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm fighting over my husband.
No,
Baby.
I was never to lower my worth over no guy, you know. And we in ninth grade at the time, so I'm not really trying to fight over no man. I had my own stuff going on, you know. And then even when he came to me as I was an adult, you know, he knew what I deserved. I knew what I deserved, but he couldn't give me that right then and there. So he chose to step away, you know, get his affairs in order. And then he came to me and he's like, look, I can give you this, this, and this. We can do this, this, and this. He was like, but where you at with it? And I promise you that type of love lasts. You know, I'm not saying we don't have to build on stuff and we ain't
Shit,
going through stuff,
women
but
gotta
we go
stop.
through stuff.
living in a fairy tale world, like all that good stuff sound good. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound all good and dandy. Um, Now I could say, hold on, Steph. I don't know what happened. Now I could say, like, I don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to work at all because now my husband in a position where my husband takes good care of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm working just because what type of woman I am. You know what I'm saying? And I just started back working. I ain't worked in about 5 years. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. I need you to sit there and touch on my like my eyebrows because I feel like this one is not
Uh,
A1. I was
okay.
like, okay, she got to do this one. I was like,
I've been
th-
told you it's time for a touch up.
yeah. I was like,
But look,
okay.
listen, that's what. But I still can do. I can open. I'm open another shop, but I had to take a step back. I done lost so much money in the eyebrow business, bro. It's like I don't even want to think about.
Multi skilled. You got the body sculpting, the eyebrows. You know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open up a whole another spa,
Wow.
a whole spa. That's what I'm opening up a spa. But um, yeah, Stephanie, life
But
is.
how your husband takes care of you. That speaks levels. I think that women don't listen to that. Not
But you
saying that.
understand, we went through the trenches though, Stephanie.
Oh yeah,
My
no, like
husband, let me tell you, I came out the gate when I met my husband. He was working. He always gonna work. My husband, one thing I commend my man is it's been since I've been with him for 8 years. 8 years straight has this man been waking up every morning, have
mhm,
not called off on a sick day, and go to work. You hear me?
right that part.
My baby, if, you, I gotta be a strong and hardworking woman. You get what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that's why I love on him the way I do because he do it for his family.
A
I
lot of
love
women want the fairy tale without putting the work in.
that part, baby, because I put in work. I almost went to jail
Mhm.
13 times. You hear me? I didn't probably, it's probably more than that. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I put in that work for my man. And I ain't saying you got to go through ups and downs. What I'm saying is that's the type of level I took it to. And
Right,
I'm just gonna tell you, I didn't rock with my baby. We didn't walk. We ain't had no car. We ain't had nothing. And we was walk. I used to walk to work with him in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We we always. It was just. Let me tell you, we can be warring, beefing. When it came to us working together to get money, baby. When I say, when I knew that right then and there, I can get money with this guy. I was like, yeah, I can be with him a little longer. But he already told me the plan when I met him. He told me, if you be with me, you're going to be my last girlfriend. He said, I want 2 sons and we're going to get married. And I
see,
said,
he
oh,
was a man with a vision, and he
we
was
got 2 sons. I was his last girlfriend and we did get married. Okay.
a lot of women.
So,
A
and
lot
that's
of
another reason why I'm loving on him because he's a man of his word.
right, and I think that's what a lot of women don't understand. If a man can't uphold his word, he can't lead you, and if he can't leave you, he ain't worth shit. You know, if
Hmm.
if you put in time and he not giving that or you not giving that, it's not meant to be because y'all not taking yourself serious or the situation serious. You're living in this whole, I would like to call it social media phase where people want to look good, but they don't want to really be good, you know? And I think a lot of folks get carried away with that. They want the whole aspect of what social media puts down. They want the whole, oh, we go out on dinner dates, oh, we experience that, we have a family, we get married, we build this and we got that, you know. But inside that home, is it peaceful? Is it toxic or non-toxic? You know, is there love being shown there? Is the kids being raised right, or are they being damaged?
When I'm not gonna learning. just learning the process of having a beautiful life and a beautiful marriage and being the way that I am to get what I want. I just had to figure out another way how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know how to speak to your husband though.
Yeah, it's just it's easy. It's just like loving on your man. Treat
Hmm.
him like he really my king, bro. Like my man is really my king, bro. Like I yearn to cater to my baby. I yearn to caress his back and rub his back.
And
I
of women
fiend for my
don't know.
man.
A lot of women don't know that they want that from a man. But like my man, when he came back in 2024, we stopped getting manis and petties together, right? We started giving each other manis and petties, faithfully every week. Me and my man make time to sit there and give each
And
other.
you see how people relationships are different. Listen, you and him give y'all each other manis and pennies. I love y'all love. See, me and my husband love is I give him a patty, and he pay for me to get one. You
Mm.
know, so
You're like, I ain't touching your feet, but I'll pay somebody to touch your
no, he
feet.
like
Get
I
one.
want no. Let me tell you what his is. I want them done right.
Right.
I want them professionally done. So, and I do his. He just pay for everything with me. And
Yeah.
the way, like the love language, if he would do my feet, I'll let him do my feet. Here, girl, the most he do is just rub lotion on my feet.
But you see where the love language falls into that?
I love him.
You see that? You see
I
a lot
love,
of
love,
women
love
don't
him.
get that. A lot of women don't like I really I've heard so many women like, oh, I ain't dressing up for him. I ain't doing that for him. If that's your
Oh,
man,
baby.
you do that.
I done
Cause what
did that
you
before.
won't do, another woman will do.
You better say it. Look, I done
You
did
know?
that for my man.
Oh, you ain't gonna learn how to cook? You better learn how to cook because the one woman is gonna know how to do it. You have to sit there.
Listen,
Grandmother
even if you don't
always
know
said
how to cook, you better use your fucking imagination.
that
You
part,
better figure out
the
something.
effort.
A trying woman always win too. You know what I'm saying? Not just a trying man. You
Hmm.
never know what you can get your man to be into. Some
Right.
niggas love to try new things,
Look, my
but the thing
grandmother
is,
said if you feed your man, you made your man and walk out those doors with empty bowls, and you sit there and you give him peace, there is no reason for him not to return that. If he don't return that, let him go. You know?
yeah, yeah.
You know? And I think that's what women forget to do is like listen to your man. Give him
No, women are raised up that the men is supposed to entertain them and when they are the prize. No, baby, no. You are not the prize. Y'all are the prize. We are the prize.
right.
I don't
Like
have time for that.
we in a broken economy now where men and women are really, it comes down to the bottom line of their boys and girls. Boys don't know how to love a woman. A girl don't know how to love a man. So then we get all this toxic chaos of men ain't shit, bitches ain't shit, you
But
know.
what people need to do is find somebody that loves them more than they love themselves. A
That
lot
part.
of people love themselves too more than they ever would love somebody else besides
Mhm.
themselves. So my thing
I
is,
know my man will crash out about me. I promise you. He'll crash out about me. He's the most calmest Gemini I've
listen,
met, but it's crazy as hell.
listen. My whole job, one of my jobs with me being a wife to my husband is to keep my husband out of bullshit.
That
That's
part.
why I don't even play around with other niggas. I don't argue with niggas. I stay away because I want to keep my husband out of the jail, and I don't want nobody to kill my man. You get what I'm saying?
That part.
Because
I
my
had
man will go gorilla.
this just the other day. I said, I love you. I love you so much. I don't want nothing to happen to you. He said, what you mean? His pride was talking at the time, right? I said, as your woman, I see further than you right now. I said, I know you a good 283 pounds of solid muscle, of nothing but muscle. And if you was to hurt somebody, you would go to jail. And then you be in prison. And I lost out on my man. So right now, it's not even worth it. Because I'm yours. And only yours. And just hearing that, he said, "You right."
When I
Sometimes
say,
we got to be more mindful.
mm-hmm,
We don't know how to be mindful as women. Don't put your man in a position where he feels like he has to risk it all. Listen to him. And when we don't listen to him, that's where we fuck up at.
mm-hmm.
Because I promise you, another man could never come to me and be like, "I can give you X, Y, and Z." No, you can't. I don't care what you can give me. I'm already getting it.
One thing about it, materialistic shit, no money, nobody can make me be unloyal.
No, no,
I
never.
was just, it's funny because I was just kicking it with my homeboy Boogie. Um, I was like, if a woman ain't gonna stop messing with the nigga after she know he cheated, and she feel like she still gonna want to be with him, just cheat back, bitch. Now y'all even,
She said she.
like just
But
cheat
no,
back.
I'm gonna go deeper into that. I tell people all the time there's no such thing as a person cheating on you. I've had my exes that cheated themselves out of me,
Yeah, but you played
but
yourself.
they never cheated on me because as soon as I found
Stephanie,
back, my get back
Stephanie,
was to walk away.
walk away. No.
Walk away.
Listen,
I ain't
it
gotta
depends on the type of
down
character the
your
nigga
levels
is.
and shit. You
It
know,
depends on the type of character that nigga is. Now, if a nigga cheating, it depends on the nigga. Like if he just one of them niggas you gotta get back because I want to break your soul, nigga. Okay, because if you got a nigga that you dealing with and he cheat on you and then you feel like I ain't fuck with you, he don't give a fuck. You going okay? That shit don't feel good walking away from him. It don't.
I,
Don't
I
get
mean,
wrong.
I guess that's the Scorpio in me because I'm like, oh shit, I can get everything I got before you. Which you postponed. Like I was trying to add you into these plans. Now I can just exit you out of these plans. And I'm the type of person, once you sit there and you do me wrong, I love to boss up on them. I love to boss up on them. I be so focused in my own shit. It's like me letting somebody in that door. When I close that door, they gonna feel it.
Hmm.
I don't like. I mean, in my 20s, yeah, my ex fiance, I cheated on him, but it didn't feel good. It just felt like I was living in karmic energy.
Yeah, because I cheated on my baby daddy. This is first time about to hear this shit. But yeah,
She said this the first time he gonna hear this shit.
I cheated on his black ass. Sure did. He thought he was slicker than me. But I
But
didn't even have
that's
no baby.
what a lot of people don't get is that women are the smarter ones. That when
Yeah.
we cheat, we don't cheat just because we
I ain't
cheat.
gonna lie. When I cheated on my baby daddy, he didn't know. So when I found out shit, it was just like, okay, whatever. We're not
Yeah.
gonna be together long anyway. So I stop when you stop. Nigga was 8 years older than me. He old. He can't go that long. So I guess look, I want fucking 50. He's still out here doing the most.
I mean, that's how my baby daddy is. Like, I promise you, his wife be worried about me, but it's like, sweetheart, you won the prize. You won your prize. I
Yeah,
don't want him. You can have him, you can keep him, type of shit. But
it's a true saying that you get the way you got him is how you gonna lose him.
that part,
Listen, bitch, if you got him from up under another bitch, you gonna find him up under a different one.
right?
Believe that.
Doesn't matter. If you found him as a dog, you gonna keep him or lose him from being a dog. You
Hmm.
can't train that. You know, and I don't
If
expect
you take
nothing.
my husband from me, I know y'all drugged him. Okay.
That part, I know you drugged him,
The only
got
way is you drug
unconscious.
him and you
Cause
keep
ain't
him
no
locked.
way what I have to
Listen,
offer that he gonna walk away.
you drugged him. You gonna have to keep him in a padded room, locked the fuck up. Cause I'm trying to tell you, he ain't going away. Okay.
That part.
That's my motherfucking man. That's my motherfucking man. Okay. You ain't no weekend, bitch. I'm too cleanly. You ain't
Look,
got no weekend. I ain't worried. Listen, the way
look,
me and my husband
don't
roll
pop this shit
together,
on this way.
the way me and my papa roll together, we together all the time. He
Mm-hmm.
he don't want it any other way, bitch. It got to be a trick to it. Okay. My thing is, like I say, at the end of everything, we've been on for about an hour and 10 minutes. But just to conclude, submit to your man, women. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to submit, ladies. It's okay to submit to your nigga. You feel me? Like
Change it up a little bit.
if
Love
he
on.
if you feel like he don't deserve that, cause I ain't gonna lie. I said I submitted to my husband when we was in a relationship together. I wasn't no motherfucker submitting. You hear me?
I was dominant as
It
fuck.
ain't no, I'm a nigga. You want to play with me, I'm gonna beat your ass. And
Right.
you
My,
want to disrespect
I
me, I'm gonna go nuts on your ass. You feel me? Type stuff. But as a husband, girl, when that man gave up his last name for the rest of his life, I was like, okay, you made a decision. Now I'm gonna make my decision to submit to you, and
right.
that's what I do. I mean, don't get me
Unfortunately,
wrong. I wasn't bad
we
as a
know
girlfriend.
that he's being led. You know,
Mhm.
he's supposed to be the pants of the family. You know, you ain't
Mhm.
supposed to be wearing no pants. What you look, if that's the case, he gonna go find him a butch woman.
What he gay? If
Who?
he like a nigga gay if he like a butch woman.
That part are lost in the sauce. But if you
He's
lost in the,
saucy as hell. He's saucy Santana.
mm-hmm, I've seen it too many damn times.
Like I ain't gonna lie, but I wasn't butch. But bitches love me. It's like I was a nigga. You feel me? So it was more of like I didn't want no boyfriend when I had bitches because it was like I'm doing. I felt I had a personality of I
Man,
want to dominate. You feel me? And I don't feel right dominating no man. It's not fun. So I just give me a bitch. You feel
yeah,
me?
that part.
But
But that's
when I
because you
wanted
were
to be
put in,
dominated, I went and got me a nigga. I got me a boyfriend. So
right. And I was like that for 8 years. I was all like, okay, I need a female and stuff. But it
mhm.
was because I didn't heal myself. Once I healed myself and I got really close to God, I
Wait,
understood.
where you was with a girl before?
Yeah, I was engaged to a female.
Oh, you went too far with it, baby. When my girl was like, "We want
Man,
to get
I was engaged, but
girl,"
I'm gonna tell
no,
you honestly, I was engaged due to the fact that my first child's father was beating on me. So I felt like I wasn't safe with men, you know?
girl, you think you safe with a bitch? She really gonna go inside your
So
head.
like when I was with my ex fiance, it was not until like the second year we was on and off, I started seeing her do shit that I didn't like. So I played the games with her, but I got old with that shit. I started seeking therapy. I went through like probably four different therapists before I found the right one. And I started healing, and then I started getting into the word of God, going to church
Girl,
stuff,
listen,
and my whole heart changed.
let me tell you, I dated a chick and I couldn't do it because it was just like, mm. A girl playing with me like a nigga think he gonna play with me, that make me even more mad. I'm gonna beat you up. This girl turned me
Oh,
to
I was a touch me not. Like females can't touch me. Like I was never female
I
I was
turned into a
always,
woman beater.
you said you was turned into a woman beater.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did. I was beating on my girl, for a minute. Well, not just for nothing though. Like she'd make me snap. Like it was just like her mouth, bro. You the stud, I'm the girl. But it was like I was the stud dressed in girl clothes, and she was the girly
Mm,
girl dressed in
that's
boy.
how it was with my ex
And
fiance.
she
Like
she
she would do
was
stupid shit, like spend the money. I'm like, why the fuck you do that? We got bills to pay. It would make me snap where I had to beat her ass. Her mom be like, what happened? You didn't raise your daughter right?
yeah. My thing is with my chick, like I stomped her head on the floor. I did some shit. She was playing with me too much. She can't play with me. Don't play with me. So I knew right then and there I didn't want to be with no girl. I'm just like, I don't want to be the dominator because I go to jail for murder. I want to be dominated. Let me go back to my nigga. I'm gonna go back
Right,
to my
that part.
man. Because I want to. My bitch told me what not to be to my man.
Mm-hmm. I think bitches show you what not to do with men. And I think that's why, like, any man I've been with after I've been with bitches and stuff,
Uh
they
huh.
take the fuck out of me. But some of them are immature and stuff where I've left and they still, to this day, it's crazy how men be like, you the perfect woman. Yeah, I'm the perfect woman, but you're not the perfect man, you know? And it's like, that's me listening to my intuition as a woman, because at the end of the day, only my man was able, and I never even had to tell him how to be with me. A lot of bitches don't understand. You ain't gotta explain to your man how he should be, you know? Your man should just be that way, you know? And it's like, I know how to love on my man because I know what bitches lack. I can't hear you.
My bad. I had to mute my phone. I was doing a little cussing out real quick.
Oh.
Yeah. Stephanie, I'm sorry. I had to do somebody. I had to cuss somebody out, girl. Woo. Hallelujah, Lord.
Look, I seen it on Facebook the other day. It was all like how to cuss people out with the word of God.
Girl, how
I
did
was
it sound?
dying. Huh?
How did it sound? Did it sound like they was
It
getting
was
cussed out?
like it was like God bless you. Now you know the devil is a lie.
Oh,
I
okay.
rebuke you. I
Look,
was like
I'm a
a couple of
I
these
gotta come.
things I've said myself.
I definitely want to come back at this topic. Why bitches don't listen. And then I don't want to put the B word because I don't want to treat my women like we just really just. I don't want to talk like that when it comes to the women. Why women don't listen? Why us ladies don't listen? A lot of us have. And then it's just about we need to come back. It's a topic I want to touch so bad, Stephanie. We're gonna touch it real quick, but I gotta go because I got another show at 5 o'clock with the YouTube streets. Um, why do the women raise their daughters to be just like them, and they not even happy with themselves?
I don't even know that. I tell my daughter all the time, I show her how to be better than me, you know? But I think from my experience watching my auntie and them, like it's sad to say, but it's jealousy. It boils down to jealousy.
Yeah.
They don't want to see
No, I don't
they
even think it's jealousy. I I feel like they need a friend.
Yeah, I think a lot of females want to have daughters to have a friend. You know, my mom, I say this because my mom is jealous of me. She'll sit there and say, oh, my daughter's conceited. No, I'm very confident in myself, you know, but my mom is not.
That's your real mama.
Yeah, my biological mom.
She
Yeah,
don't know you. Tell her to stop talking to me.
she doesn't know me. You know, she is so far from us. And it's not grand rising, it's the evening time. So it's evening, you know, good evening. But so like with that being said and stuff, she's jealous of my confidence, you know. I was just told by somebody the other day, the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I present myself, you can feel the confidence within me. You know, I don't walk into a room not like I don't own that room, because I do. You know, everywhere I go I shine, you know. I think a lot of people need to be like that, but
I just
women.
think a lot of people need to really just think, yeah, worry about themselves. Like at the end of the day, I'll just be. I don't see how people can just care about the next person. Like I don't see how I don't even have time to even think about nobody else. I got so much
That
shit.
part. Why should you have to
I
though?
got so much shit on my plate. It's like,
But I
how,
think that women raise their daughters to be just like them because it hurts them to see if their daughters are better than them. So they try to sit there and keep them as close as they can. But that's not how you're supposed to. You're supposed to be a leader to show your daughter how to be better than you. You know, my daughter already knows, oh, you make sure you do this, you do that, because you're going to be better than mom. You know, you're not gonna make the same mistakes that I made because I'm gonna warn you about them. But don't be sitting there falling into this same traps that I did, you know? And I think us as mothers, we have to protect, but we have to also sit there and lead our daughters to be women, you know, because that's our goal. But a lot of women don't want to see that because they're still bitter in their hearts.
Yeah, yeah. I just think that hmm, hold on, Stephanie, y'all. Yeah, one second.
Hey, Amir, you need to sit there and what do you want? First off,
Do we have cereal?
why are you trying to eat cereal at 5 o'clock at night? I'm about to be making something. If it was the morning, it would be Monday morning. Don't I work on Monday morning?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm here. So I'm not working. But what you need to do is you need to sit there and go get, like, you're eating grapes, right? You want some grapes?
No.
You don't want grapes?
No.
What do you want?
No.
Because I'm about to make dinner. I don't need to have you eating too much.
No, it's because the Dante grapes. That's why he doesn't want to eat them.
Dante doesn't care.
Well, I still don't want to eat them.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm about to sit there and make dinner in a minute, so go on.
All right, Stephanie, I'm a tag on. I had a meeting with my people, so
Okay.
I got another show at 5 for the YouTube streets. But it was nice kicking it with you.
You too.
Pop in next time, bro.
Okay.
All right.